Hello Ria Cult. Today's video is going to be how do we actually write good female characters, because I have read so many books where the female characters are just so irritating and it's making me so annoying, and I'm like making me so annoyed, and I'm like, people need to stop this. And it's so confusing to write because you're like, how on earth do you write good female characters, because there's so many different ones and it's just like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, so this is my solution, because everyone that has read like whatever draft of my book I'm on now, like the 1 millionth draft, are all like, oh my god, the female character is actually super amazing, super talented, and they're just like all of the characters, like regardless of what the character's gender is. Okay, so these are my amazing life hacks on how to make really good female characters. First of all, okay, I feel like female characters in books that are really annoying are either like Mary Sue, oh my god, I'm like have no issues type, or they're like, oh my god, I'm a strong, independent female character, girl boss, but their entire personality trait is just being a rude and horrible person, and they don't even feel like a real human being, and they're just like, oh my god, I have zero character flaws because I'm such a baddie, I'm such a girl boss. Or they're like, I hate on other women, like I'm a masculine woman, I can kill everyone, and all these femmes need to die. And it's just like, oh my god, shut up. So instead, what you have to do is, obviously there are masculine women, there are feminine women, there are women in between, whatever. You should just look at the woman you know in real life, okay? Because people will try and make these characters have zero flaws and whatever, and you can make a horrible, annoying character, but it's just, the goal should be, oh my god, if you're worrying about how do I make this character likable, how do I make this character likable, they're gonna end up just being not likable. So instead, what you need to do is just focus on making them a human. For example, my bestie Liba Dugo, author of Six of Crows, such a baddie, we love her. It's like when she was writing Six of Crows, which is consistently rated, oh my god, this book has the most amazing characters ever. Literally, Liba Dugo said when she wrote the characters, she wasn't concerned on making the characters likable, she was concerned on making them human. So that is what you need to do. You need to just think, is this character like a real person? Are they endearing? Are they complex? Rather than, will everyone like this character? Because characters are just like human beings. Like, even if someone is the most amazing human being and you think, oh my god, like think about your friends, you're like, my friends are amazing, I love them, oh my god, ride or die, whatever. Whereas some other people could look at your friend and be like, ew, that friend's trash, and you just be like, what the hell? That's what it's like for your characters. Even in the Avatar: The Last Airbender, people hate on all of the characters in that show, even though it's such a good show and they're also amazingly written, right? So you just need to treat female characters like you do with male characters, okay? They're both literally just need to be complex, well-written characters. Because sometimes there's like a whole thing where it's like a show or a book, and then you have the guys and then you have one girl and her entire personality trait is just girl. Like, no, she needs to have her own backstory, she needs to have her own thing, she can't just be girl. And it's okay if there's only one girl, as long as she's just an actually really well written character. Because like, I know everyone's like Bechdel test, but like, let's say this show does pass the Bechdel test but the two female characters are trash, I'd rather just read something with one female character that's actually good, right? So like, yeah, like for example, in Ninjago's cinematic masterpiece, you literally just have Nia, but Nia is such a girl boss and we love her, okay? Like, she's literally just living her life slaying. She's not just go. I'm like, no, we do not need this random person called the girl. So what you can do is just think about characters you actually like, male or female, and what do they do. Or you can literally just, what I did with my book is I literally did not decide anyone's gender. I was literally just writing it. Like, my book started off where all the characters were literally blocks of ice anyways. And then I ended up just giving them a gender in like the 1 millionth draft because I didn't know. I couldn't be asked to decide. So that way worked out really well, because it's like the male character and the female characters are like equally as well written, because I just didn't decide, or I kept on like changing my mind on what the character's gender was. Like, this character was a man, then I was like, oh no, I actually want this character to be a woman, so I just changed it, and then I kept on changing it a million times. So that way I'm not being biased and being like, oh my god, this person's a female character, and I'm constantly stressing about it, because it's such a point of stress where everyone's like, oh my god, how do I write a female character, Literally just pretend you're writing a man and then make with them a woman, period. And if you're like, oh my god, like you are either a woman or you know a woman in your life, okay? Like, think about the people you know, think about yourself, or if you are a woman, I don't know, think about everything like that. Then literally just make it like that. Like, everyone's human. Because in the books I read, the women are so annoying also. Like, some of them the women are like iconic, and I'm like, oh my god, she ate. Because like, as I said, people are like trying to do like the bad girl boss, but in some books I read, I'm like, oh my god, she's such a baddie, she's such a girl boss, she ate. But in some books it's annoying because she puts other women down, or she just is not complex, and it's literally only for the purpose of us being like, ha ha ha, she, like, feminine women are trash or whatever like that. But like, no, she should just be living her life and slaying, okay? Like, we need these characters to be flawed. They need to have flaws, because people are like, oh my god, it's sexist if we give women flaws. No, okay, look, listen, you can write a female character that's literally has 1 million character flaws and is literally a loser and an underdog. Like, what is wrong with that? Okay, literally, what is wrong with that? No, I would love it. I'd be like relatable queen, crying every second, dying every second. Love her. Because people, like, you need to give your characters flaws and you need to give them character development and you need to do all of the stuff you will do with your male characters, okay? And also, I feel like people are scared to write stereotypically feminine characters. But no, you should let your characters be feminine, because if they're feminine, that is fine, as long as they're complex characters. Because I feel like people now villainize femininity. Like, people are hating on Cinderella, people are hating on this, and they're like, oh my god, this is such a bad thing because she's feminine. Like, why are we hating on feminine women? Isn't it that people can be masculine if they want, people can be feminine if they want, okay? So that is the reality. If you want to write a feminine woman slaying, write a feminine woman slaying. People are like, ew, wearing a dress and wearing nails. I'm like, no, stop hating. Like, why are you hating on this trait? Like, that's good. Let her live her life. Having a character that has zero weakness, zero emotions, and zero feelings, and zero character arc, and zero character death is not a baddie. It's just bad. Like, come on, what are you doing? Especially if you're reading a book and the character's just like, no, stop it. I feel like you also have the female characters are just really bland with no personality, and I'm like, no. So guys, this is how you write a character with personality. Firstly, what you can do is read other books where the characters have personalities, and then you're like, oh my god, just get inspired. The more better books you read, the more experience you have. The more you write, the more experience you have. So if you're like, I don't know how to write a good female character, the more female characters you write, the better female characters will be. So in the first draft, your female characters might be trash, but if you carry on editing, because the books that are published are not first drafts, they're like 10th drafts, right? Oh my god, ow, 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 ow. So if you just carry on and carry on and carry on editing, then your female character will be good anyways. Instead of worrying, oh my god, the more you write it, the better the character will be. For example, when I started my books, my characters, like, I did try to plan for them in the outline, you know, what do they want, what do they need, what's their backstory, what's their secret they're having. And then I also did this thing where I just write like vibes of the characters, have like the character's name, vibes, and I just say words or sentences that have the vibes, so I get a pretty good idea of who they are. But when I carry on writing my book, the characters sometimes just completely transform. So what you need to do is just actually write your book. And don't stress, how do I make a female character the best character ever? Oh my god, how do I not be sexist? How do I not do this? Because no. And the female characters I read that are really annoying are the ones that are either super bland or they're like super whiny, and they're like, just get like whine at everything, are super insecure, are like bland. There's like a 10-page summary of them staring in the mirror and being like, my skin's too pale, my hair is too mousy brown, my blue orbs are too blue. And then it's just like a pick-me girl who's just really annoying. But the thing is, even with that, you can still make it work, because she can still have character development and learn to have self-worth and self-respect. So literally anything you write, like, just stop stressing. I feel like all of the cursed female characters are just because people are like, this is a female character. Whenever I say female, I just think of like the red pill men. But yeah, so people are just like, this is a female character, so we have to make her a female. I'm like, no, she's just a human. She's just a human, okay? This is a human character. Obviously, she is a woman, whatever. But you can still just write, like, come on, like, just treat her as you would. Treat the female character as you would any other of your characters, okay? No special treatment. They're literally the same, just as flawed, just as trash, just as good, just as crackhead chaotic, okay? The annoying ones are like pick me, no backbone, no morals, no self-respect, no this, no that. Also, it can be annoying if she's just like simping after a man for like a million pages and you're like, what is going on? But the thing is, all of the stuff I'm saying can also be good, because it's just basically how to write a female character is literally just how to write a good any character 2.0. So this is how you write a good character, okay guys? This is how you make a character's complex. And yeah, so first of all, the character needs to have flaws, they need to have backstory, they need to have complex personalities, strengths and weaknesses, they need to just have a vibe. So like what you can do when you're first starting out and you have no idea how to write your character is literally just do a mind map and just put a bunch of words or vibes of your characters, whatever, just get the energy of the character. Think about women you know in your life, think about how different women are in your real life. And if you're like, I'm scared of writing a trash female character, just have more than one female character, have multiple. And they can be annoying, because honestly, annoying characters are actually baddies, okay? Like whatever you write, the more you write, the better it will be. So like, don't stress out and just live your life. Next, don't be afraid to write characters who actually have feminine traits, because if they have feminine traits, that is good, okay? That is literally good. We need to stop villainizing femininity in society and forcing women, because the thing is, masculinity is seen as better as femininity, and then masculinity is seen as cooler as femininity, which is why people are like, I want to write this character that has no feminine traits, no emotions, and it's just a massive Mary Sue and learns nothing. Like, for example, with Captain Marvel, literally they were like, your only character flaw is that you have too much emotions. I'm like, no, can we make these women flawed? Can we make them trash? Can we make them annoying? Can we make them have no self-respect, but not too much on the other end of the spectrum where she's bland, has no personality, and has, because the thing is, I feel like the Captain Marvel like feminist girl boss characters are a response to the characters I said before, where I'm like, they're trash, they're bland, they're whining, they're staring in the mirror and thinking about their appearance. And I feel like with those ones, it's because that's the only thing they focus on. Whereas if you are a woman, but also if you are a person, there are so many more things that are going on in your life. You still have goals, you still have ambition, you still have drive, you still have other personality traits. Whereas with that, it's like, that's their only personality trait. Do you get what I'm saying? And then the Captain Marvel response is like, oh my god, let's just make her, instead of having an insane amount of flaws, and that's the only thing we focus on, let's have her have 0 flaws, and her only flaw is having emotions sometimes, and she's also super powerful and has had to work hard for nothing. Like with Captain Marvel, she's just, oh my god, I'm super magical, talented, whatever, oh my god, I'm flying in space and I'm literally the most powerful person in existence. I'm sorry, who is gonna relate to that? Nobody. But like, it can still be done well. Like, for example, I don't know, like, you know Glinda from Wicked, she was like, haha, my life is so easy and I'm just slaying, and everyone loved her anyway. So like, just write whatever you want. And like, some people find Glinda annoying, but like, she's a baddie and we love her because she's annoying, okay? So like, if you just stop trying to think about, oh my god, how do I write a feminist baddie, or how do I write a female, instead just write actual people, just write an actual person, and people like it, and the more people you write anyways, it'll be fine. Okay, so anyways, now we can discuss female characters I have written in my own book that I'm literally taking 1 million years to finish writing. First character, we have Juhi. Honestly, okay, she is such a baddie, but at the start of the book, she literally has no self-respect, no self-worth, literally is a pushover, lets anyone do anything. And also, she is an icon though, because she literally cries at everything. So in the book, she's just crying 24/7, and she's nice, but she's also very over dramatic, and she's the only person in the group who actually has like any moral code at all. But as the book goes on, she starts being stronger in her morals and standing up for herself. And honestly, she is such a baddie. We love her. She's living her life, and she's slaying, and she's actually working hard towards her goals, and she's actually a fully fledged human. And honestly, wait, why am I even talking about my own characters? But yeah, she's literally over dramatic and will cry at everything, and I love that. And like, the entire thing is like, she's really obsessed with this one book in the entire thing, like this character's journal, and then she's just constantly holding onto that journal and flipping through it. And she also has these magical bees that are like following her around, and we love her for that. Oh my god, okay, I feel like there's a million more things I could say, and I explained this really badly, but I promise she's actually a really good character and everyone's obsessed with her. Okay, then we have this character called Bhavna. She's also crazy, because basically the first scene she appears in, she just magically appears and like starts shooting people with arrows, and she's like naming your veins while she shoots them, and she's literally just attacking you. And she also names her arrows, and she's a biology queen, which is why she's naming the arteries and is naming the veins, and she's just really unhinged. But she also has no idea how to socialize with people, so she's really awkward, and the only way she knows how to talk to people is to threaten people. But she's also just hurting, and it's like, honestly, what is going on? And like, with all these characters, they also have super mega secrets, and it's like, what is going on? What the hell? Now the female character we have is the villain. She's called Sahana. Sahana is a baddie, but like in a bad way. Like, she is a bad E. And honestly, like, she is a really complex and amazing character, but I can't really say why, because this is spoiler. So all I'm gonna say is that the main characters are trying to kill her, but she's actually a really well written character, but I can't say why. So you're probably gonna like, because the only thing I can reveal about it that is a spoiler is that isn't a spoiler, is that the main characters are trying to kill her, because it's like intrigue during the book, but I promise she's really complex, and like so are the other two I mentioned. And like, it's literally funny because like, Juhi is the only nice person in the entire book, but she's also high-key a criminal, because she's just like a master of stealth and a master thief. Because she's water, like has water power, she can literally just turn invisible, and she's the only person in the book who has any sort of restraint, because characters have this thing where they use jadoo or magic or whatever, and like when they do that they have to pay the cost of their action, which means like your body will just involuntarily like break your finger, bleed, etc. And she's the only character who actually sort of has any self-control over that. But then if anyone else is dying, then she'll just have no self-control and like low-key die from her cost. But if it's with herself, she won't. So like she has self-control, but when it comes to other people, she just doesn't respect herself. But then as the book goes on, she's like, maybe I should gain self-respect, maybe I should gain self-esteem. Like, what is that? And then Bhavna is just like going crazy, like she's just shooting other people, harassing everyone, threatening everyone, and she also keeps on spawning out of nowhere. And the other characters is, why is this short chaotic queen just like appearing out of nowhere, like what is going on? And then Sahana is just being a baddie slaying. And then yeah, okay, basically I feel like I described it really bad, and because my book's not published yet, you guys don't know, but can you see the differences? Can you see how they all have their own like sort of personality traits that isn't just female? Or like maybe they don't, but like that's because I just didn't explain it properly, but they actually do, okay? But they all have different, like look at me, I'm a woman, right? Look at my personality, I'm just living, right? But like I don't, my only personality trait isn't female. It's like there's different types of people in your life, so what you have to do is just look at the different types of people in your lives, and that is how you write a good, basically the way to write a good female character is to write a good character, period. Okay, the character needs to have character development, they need to have something they need and something they want, and in order to get what they want, they need to do their need. They need to have a backstory, and their backstory is holding them back from achieving their goal, and they have to develop as a character in order to get that. They need to have secrets, there needs to be and nothing. The thing is, I'm like, they need to, they don't need to be anything. They can be what you want to be. And the thing is, you know intuitively what makes a good female character and what doesn't, okay? Like you know, and if you like your female character, other people will like your female character, okay? Listen to your beta readers though. Get beta readers, because if your beta readers are reading everything and they're like, damn, this character is so annoying, if you ask them for feedback, then they can say, oh my god, this is how you change it. So get feedback from other people. And yeah, that is my guide on how to get female characters. Basically, to summarize, my book is amazing and my characters slay, even though I low-key explained it in a kind of bad way. Hashtag poetry. Don't try to like make her a feminist baddie to the point where she has zero flaws and hates on other women, and like don't hate on feminine women, even if you want to have a masculine woman in your book. Or maybe that's her character trait, like flaw, and she is just a pick-me, but the book is self-aware. Or don't make a woman that's super whiny and her only personality trait is being insecure and like staring in the mirror for the entire book rather than focusing on the goal. Like that is like that. Like whereas like people in my book have feminine and masculine traits. Like for example, like Juhi is nice and like sweet and caring, but she's also trying to murder this person and is really skilled and talented. And also her femininity is shown because she's very creative within the way that she uses her magic, and she is also a healer, but the healer of the femininity of being a healer is not looked down on because her healing skills are actually helping the other characters and they all value her as such. And then a good way to show this is like, let's say you have 3 main characters, right? If like this is the female character and the female character is gone, or like if this is a character and the character is gone, these 2 characters will now struggle, and like you can see how they struggle without the other character in the book, and that's already a good way to show the value of this character. And then when the characters come back, the other 2 are like, yay. So that's another good way. Literally just follow your heart. If you base it on, think about people you know in real life. The more you write, the more you edit, the more you listen to like other people's opinions of beta readers and whatever, even though you know intuitively within yourself what is best for your book, but you're listening to other people, then it will naturally slay. So basically, follow your heart, live your life. You are a genius, and if you carry on writing, you will be a genius. Okay, you're welcome. Bye.